Good morning and welcome. Right here is Home Affairs, and it happens every Saturday at 7 to 8 a.m. only on Joy Prime Multi TV. And now you do know that you can watch on all digital TV. I mean, so long as you scan, you can find us. On GoTV is 180 and on DSTV channel 281. My name is Movi Hayford, but my fans have crowned me Movi the Motivator. Welcome to the show. We're going to have loads of fun. Every single day we bring you segments to basically, benefit you and your family. We aim at making the family unit tighter. Well, we're talking about post-marital counseling today. Yes, last week, Saturday, we spoke about premarital counseling. And I mean, what better way to, continue than to, once you're married, what do you do then, right? What's next? I mean, is it just honeymoon season all throughout, marriage? We're going to find out right here on the show today. And I have awesome guests who are basically going to enlighten us about the whole issue of marriage and, post-marital counseling. Well, we also have Dr. Catherine coming in to basically teach us some things that we really need to know about. We have exercise from Bling Body Gym on the Spintex Road with the twins, or should I say half of the twins. That's Ramsey of Azonto Twins. We have Inspired by Women, where you get inspired by some awesome, great, magnificent women across the globe. And of course, Home Tip takes care of all the remedies and recipes that you need to know to make sure that you and your families are healthy. Sit back, because today it is fully packed, and we're starting off at the gym on the Spintex Road. It's Bling Body Gym. Sweetheart, please don't just watch. Get off your bed and work it.
Are you ready, guys? Okay. Up for Center Fitness. Are you ready? Okay. You ready? All right, let's go. Up, up, up. You have to put your hands up. Let's go. Put your hands up. I know, like this here. Hey. This way you slide. I like that movie. Let's go. I know on this here. We'll dance according to the lyrics. Are you ready, guys? We slide. Okay, now we're gonna move 2 steps. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Let's go now. Energy. Energy. 1, 2. Let's go this way. Top, 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 top. All right, let's go this way. You step back, waist, waist, waist. One more time. Let's go. I know, like this here. And slide. Are you ready, guys? I know I want this here. And slide. We're gonna swing our arms. Ready? Let's go this way. Let's go. Up, down, up. Let me see your hands up. Up. Let me see your hands up. Go now. Let me see your hands up. All right, let's go to the waist first, guys. Let's go. Waist. Step back, waist. Step back, waist. Step. Mobi. Step back. Step back. Let's go this way. Sub, 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 sub. All right, let's go this way. You step back, waist, waist, waist. All right, let's go. I know, like this here. Touch your body, guys. All right, let's go. And slide. Let's go. I know I want this here. Touch your body, guys. You ready? Let's go this way. All right. Now you give me a clap. Let's go this way. Huh. Let me see your hands up. Go now. Up, down, up, down, up, down. All right. Let's go this way. Let's go. Step, step, step. Change it. Go now. Go now. All right, let's go this way. Let's go. Hey, bye. All right, go now. Step back, waist, waist, waist. All right, let's go. I know like this, yo. Viewers, let's go. Touch your body. Go now. I know I want this, yo. Okay, guys, ready? Let's go this way. Now we're going down, viewers. Are you ready, guys? Let's go down. 1, go. Down. Swing your arms. Stop. 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 All right, let's go to the waist again. Step back, waist. Waist. Move your waist. It's very important. Let's go, guys. Step back, waist. Waist. Move it, let's go. Step back. Step back. Step. Step back.
Okay, so when you're doing those moves, don't do it like, softly. Put energy in it. Vigor, vim, kevim, like Ephraim will say. But make sure that you're exercising on a daily basis, not just Saturdays when movie comes on your screens. Do you get me? It has to be a regular thing. Just 5 minutes, trust me. You don't have to do any, intense workout like they actually advise. Just a walk in your neighborhood or even in your compound, your house is good enough. Or do some chores. Some married women don't even lift a finger because they have maids, Hey! Anyway, we're moving on, and this time we're talking to Dr. Catherine is going to teach us how to treat dark spots that you have on your face. Good, I've been blessed with good skin.
Welcome. This is the Science of Beauty Tips with me, Dr. Catherine, courtesy of Vital Skin Solutions on the Home Affairs show. And today I'm going to be discussing with you dark spots. A lot of people suffer from dark spots for obvious reasons. Most of the time is because of an injury. And it can be because of an infection, like pimples. It can also be because of a burn or whatever the case is. Dark skin heals with a dark spot. But how do you treat it? If it's on the face, it's very easy. All you need to do is get a set of medical cosmetics and you do what we call medical facials or chemical peels. Very simple. However, should you go and purchase a skin brightener for a dark spot, you need to understand that there are various types of skin brighteners. Some are safe, some are not safe. Some are allowed in a country, some are banned. But there's an array of skin brighteners that it's important that you know them and understand them before you opt to purchase one. So there are many types, and some of the ones that are safe are things like kojic acid, mulberry, licorice, various botanicals, and there are newer ones that are coming in that things like carica papaya or things like blossoms from some flowers, extracts from certain flowers. Whatever the case is, anytime you opt to get a brightener so that you can treat a dark spot, remember that the day you stop it, you may actually get the dark spot back. However, if you were to use these products with something like an alpha hydroxy acid cream and then use a sunscreen, I'm talking about dark spots on the face, then you can do medical facials. After that, you can be able to stop the brightener without you getting dark or getting fair. So that's a dark spot treatment for the face. However, if you have dark spots on the body, it's very difficult to treat dark spots on the body with just a cream. But there's something that can be done, and it is called microneedling. Microneedling is a device like this one. This is Damarola. It's a German-made device for one person to use for a whole year, and you can do it twice a week. So this is a microneedling device. We have a wonderful model on set with us, and She has a dark spot here that is also a burn scar, but it can be treated with a combination of microneedling as well as a cream that she can apply at home. So I'll quickly show you how you could do microneedling for a scar, for a dark spot first. So I'll clean the area and then take my device and I'll do vertical movement first, then I'll do horizontal and then diagonal movements. After this, one of the choices of a product that I would want her to use is one, a retinol. Retinol stimulate fibroblasts, which is something I'd like on this area. And then I would use a product like kojic acid or mulberry or licorice or one of the other botanicals, basically a safe brightener, so I can reduce excess melanin formation in the area. And then because this is a place that can be exposed to the sun, it's important to apply a sunscreen. And then she would do this treatment twice a week for as long as a year. However, she will be able to get results at least within 2 months. That is appreciable enough because it takes 6 weeks to stimulate new skin. So when you buy a product and apply it on your skin and you notice that you're getting bright within a few days, that's a dangerous product because it contains most likely steroids, and that can cause side effects like stretch marks, and it can also thin your skin and cause you other issues. So if at any given time you want to treat a dark spot, ensure you get the right information first before you opt to go buy creams. And if you're interested in training on how you can treat dark spots, come to Vital Skin Solutions. We run a Science of Beauty school. You can call on 050-50-90481, 050-50-90482. Visit the website www.vssmedspa.com. If you want to treat other people who have dark spots, you can also come for training on the microneedling device. This has been Science of Beauty Tips on the Health Zone Home Affairs show. Thank you. See you next time.
Well, thank you so much for that tip. I know Black women really don't like blemishes and spots and stuff like that. So this, I mean, would help you to get rid of it naturally. Yeah, that wouldn't cause you any harm, okay? Make sure you're visiting Dr. Catherine at the Vital Skin Solutions. We're going to give, well, the address must be scrolling on your screens there. And just spread the word about, you know, how to get rid of dark spots. We're taking a short break, but don't forget the show is sponsored by GTP News Style. When I come back, a little bit info about how you can benefit from them. Welcome back, everyone. And you do know that this is Home Affairs. It happens every Saturday at 7 to 8 on your screens, and I want you to spread the word about it. Now you can watch us on DSTV channel 281, on GoTV 180, on all digital TV, of course, Joy Prime Multi TV. Check us out on our Facebook. I know we haven't been interacting lately, but please forgive me, okay? But we're gonna start doing that very soon. We're gonna post a our topic of discussion, so you guys can also give us your feedback, okay? It's at Joy Prime Official on Facebook and Instagram, and at Real Joy Prime on Twitter. Well, like I always say, I feel like the most blessed woman in the world because every single Saturday I am basically, you know, basking in the glory of some amazing people on earth. And I'm very, very humbled and very, very honored that this gentleman has agreed to come on the show again. He's like part of the Home Affairs family right now. And I want you to, you know, call us when we activate the phone lines. It's 0302 20 80 80. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the most handsome pastor in Ghana, by the way, Mr. Richard, Reverend Richard Boateng. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And the most powerful, I forgot to add that.
Thank you.
You know,
thank
you so much for coming.
Thank you.
How's everything?
Everything is good. And how are you?
I'm blessed, thank you.
You're not looking, I mean, you're looking good.
Ish, really?
As usual.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And how's your wife?
She's wonderful.
Wow,
She's wonderful.
You didn't bring her today?
She had to stay behind and check on one or two things for me.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Now, you've been married. You're like, not a newlywed, because now you're over a year, right? How's that going?
Marriage is work.
Pastor, why are you scaring me?
No, I'm not scaring you. You just have to be matured enough to understand that it's not just honeymoon, as it were. A lot of people think that it's you marry and it's happily ever after.
Right, like lovey-dovey all the time.
You know, you can imagine. And so it's important for us to understand that it's a responsibility.
Right.
It's work. It's not for lazy people.
Wow.
You have to be responsible and then hardworking to be able to enjoy the marriage, as it were.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Now, what should people do to prepare for marriage? I know last week we talked about premarital counseling. Today we're talking about post-marital counseling. But what should, you said maturity and all of that, but what should the couple like do before they decide that, okay, yes, this is us and we need to do this? Okay,
you first of all have to get to know yourself, the kind of person you are, before you can bring in another person to join you. And that's because you're going to live with somebody for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Till you die. So get to know who you are, and then get to mature also.
Wow.
When it comes to emotions, when it comes to, I mean, life in general.
Right.
Get to understand people, get to forgive people better.
Right.
Get to release people out of your heart when they offend you. Because marriage is actually about two forgiving people.
It is.
What I mean is that you forgive me, I forgive you.
Right.
That's because you can fight on simple things in the house.
Eesh.
And then the last time somebody said it's just romantic fights. But those romantic fights, if you don't guard it, it can you know, of course you know already, it can
build up to something serious.
You know.
Oh, gosh.
And so one should be ready in terms of maturity, in terms of emotions, and then of course money too should be available sometimes, you know. It's important.
He has to be rich, basically,
not
or
necessarily.
she has to be rich.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I mean, the man should be able to provide for shelter and food and clothing and, you know, certain basic things to be able to support the home.
I like that you said that the man should be able to provide.
Sure.
But these days, you know, some girls are like, oh, I'm married, I have a ring on my finger, and you go and you find out that they are actually the one, you know, providing. They are like, yeah, I don't really want to use those
It is very
words.
unfortunate. I mean, the woman should not be the provider of the home. I mean, it's possible that a man can have a challenge, and because of that he can provide, you know, as and when necessary. But it shouldn't be a long-term thing.
Right.
You know, the woman can come in when you are challenged in a way.
Right.
However, it is not the responsibility of the woman to be responsible for the home.
Pastor, I'm so happy you said that.
Yes.
I'm so happy because a lot of young men these days are not as hardworking as, you know, our fathers and our forefathers. And what do you have to say to men who think, you know, they can just sponge off a woman, put a ring on her finger and just keep sponging off her?
What happens is that the moment the woman becomes the one providing for you, she takes over you.
Right.
So she becomes the head, and you then become the neck, as it were.
Oh,
so if you want to be a man, then be responsible enough, of course, to take care of a woman. That's where your role of authority comes in.
Right.
You know, so you put things right because you are the one in charge. If anything should happen to the marriage, first of all, you are the one responsible.
Wow.
Yes, as the man. So everything starts with you in the marriage.
Oh my goodness. Now, in marriages, like you said, people have to be mature. There's going to be fights and all of that, and people call it romantic fights and stuff. But once trust has been broken in a marriage, I think that's when the problems really start to, you know, begin. How do you deal with a partner who's broken your trust for them? How do you deal with that?
I mean, I get this a lot in my office. You first of all have to understand that your partner is not a perfect or an absolute human being, as it were. It is possible one can offend the other.
Yeah.
And so when that happens and then trust is broken and one is broken-hearted, you find a way to correct it by affirming your love for the person.
Okay.
You know, you keep telling
the
person,
culprit or the victim.
I mean the one who is receiving it.
Okay.
You tell the person, you affirm your love, the one who is heartbroken. You affirm your love to the person, and then the person has to be convinced again.
Right.
you know, to be able
What
to.
if they're not convinced that, you know, you love them?
You have to hang in there and trust God
Oh,
and be
dear.
praying.
Really?
And be doing the very things you have to do to ensure the person comes back on track. Because
Wow.
if you are living with somebody who is brokenhearted and then has no trust for you, it can be deadly.
Right.
It can
But
be
some
deadly.
people are also very easily hurt when obviously their spouse breaks their heart or their trust, and they feel like, okay, he doesn't love me enough, and that's why he did what he did, or she doesn't love me enough, and that's why they did what they did. And so it's like the love kind of dwindles a little bit. So how do you deal with a partner who is hurt and feels like, okay, I don't think I love you anymore?
I see. I mean, the responsibility lies with you, the person who offended the partner, to bring the person back on track. Else, you will suffer in the end. You see, when one is hurt in a marriage,
Right.
it doesn't just affect one party.
Yeah.
You know, it affects the two of you, and that's because you've tied up your emotions together. You've had intimacy. The two of you you've sticked. I mean, you are together almost every
Yeah.
time, sleeping on the same bed. She's cooking for you. I mean, doing things for you, and then all of a sudden she's heartbroken.
Yeah.
How would you be happy in such a home?
Right.
So you ensure that the person comes back on track, as it were. You know,
So
it
how
helps
do you?
you.
Well, let me come back.
And what you, like I said, you need to affirm your love to the person,
Right.
and do what you have to do
Wow.
to ensure the person is back on track.
Anything just to get them
Anything
back.
to make sure.
Right.
Sure.
Okay. So let's see the reason why we're talking about post-marital counseling today. And when we come back, we'll dive deeper into that part of marriage. Here is our preamble.
On today's diary, dear Movie, I've been married for the past 2 years, and given the chance, I would forever choose to be single. I wish someone had told me what marriage really entails before I took the decision to get into it. My husband and I now live like total strangers, and the worst part is he hasn't touched me in the past 4 months. It all started when I got pregnant, just a month after we got married. The body went through major changes, and truth to be told, I moved from a size 8 to 14. Even though my husband complained about my drastic change, I explained to him it didn't come by choice, and that it's his responsibility to help me work on it if it shocks him that much. This infuriated him so much so that now we can't even talk for a minute without quarreling. Neither have we been able to make a decision without being at each other's truth. I feel a divorce at this point would do us more good than having to live with a lover-turned-enemy. Movie, I'm extremely worried and need help as soon as possible because my happiness is all gone. Sika.
Okay. I'm like, yeah, flushed in a very bad way. I don't even know what to say. That's a really bad, you know, situation right there. Her current situation is nothing to be, you know, happy about. She is grown fat, obviously size 8 to 14. That's a drastic change. They don't have intercourse anymore, and they quarrel all the time. That's like too many problems on one person.
I mean, that's why you have to be prepared for marriage.
Wow.
As the man, you need to understand that it gets to a point in the life of a woman that she is no more the way she used to be, and that's because she's pregnant. And
Physically.
Yes.
Because the man also changes with the pot belly coming, you know,
I mean,
after eating all the fufus and bankus.
the man should understand that the woman is not in her normal state.
Okay.
So until that understanding is made available to him, he will be fighting the woman unnecessarily. That's because she's pregnant.
Right.
I mean, there are things she can't do now. There are things you expect her to do and she'll be doing.
Right.
Sika needs to also understand that at this stage, maybe the man is a novice when it comes to the subject of pregnancy
Right.
in a home. You get pregnant.
I think all men are. They don't know how
Yes, that's
the
because
body.
that's because we've never been pregnant
Yeah, you can never.
before. You also have to help us to be able to help you.
Yeah, but shouldn't the man automatically understand that? Okay, this is something I will never experience, and so shouldn't they be at least they should empathize
Sure.
that, you know, that's a human being growing
Sure.
in your body.
Sure.
That's a big deal.
Sure.
You know, you're carrying a life inside of you.
It's interesting. I know of somebody who hasn't cooked for the husband for a very long time. That's
What,
because
long
she's
time
pregnant.
mean,
I mean,
hey.
like, yes. And that's because she says she can't go to the kitchen. She doesn't want to smell onions and pepper and things like that. And I believe it is possible. You know, as a man, I believe it's possible.
So
There
she
are
doesn't
some-
eat?
She eats.
But
When she feels like eating a particular kind of food, that's what she stays on.
oh my God.
But for cooking for the husband becomes a challenge. And so in this particular instance, if somebody is cooking for your husband and the person lives with you in the home, and the person is also attractive as it were in a way,
It will be easy to
you
follow.
know, and so sometimes I also wish the pregnant women became a bit active,
Yeah.
because you can get up and even exercise, just be walking about, or you know, step out there. You can, pregnancy is not a disease.
It's not.
You know, so you pick up one or two things that will help the marriage. Stop considering yourself and the baby alone, because there's another man, you know, you have to be responsible for.
Yeah.
The next thing is also is that the man should know that fighting the woman at this stage, you're fighting your unborn baby. You know, it's not wisdom to be able to do that. And so I feel that Sika should seek counseling than to start talking about divorce. It's too early, you know, for her to be talking about divorce. It's important she hangs around a counselor who can give a godly counsel as to how to direct and guide her.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So obviously Sika's you know, situation, I'm sure she's not the only one going through something like that. There's similar people
Sure.
out there who are experiencing even worse than you, Sika. And I will pray that, you know, when we activate the phone lines, you ask any questions you want to ask. But now I want us to talk about counseling as a whole. When it comes to counseling, a lot of people, I have realized that a lot of married couples stop the counseling the minute they tie the knot.
Sure.
So it's like it's only premarital counseling that
Yeah,
everybody is,
sure.
you know, concentrated on. How can we, you know, as a society, how can we encourage couples to regularly, like a health check, regularly go back
Sure.
and you know, like a refresher course?
Sure.
How can we encourage married couples to do that?
I think we need to start advocating for it right from the various platforms we have in this country. The media should once a while come up with programs to be able to alert married couples on post-counseling, you know, activities. And also we need to start preaching it from our mosques and then from our churches. And to sensitize people on the subject of post-counseling.
Right.
A lot of people are dying in homes.
Yeah.
And they are not, and we are trained such that we don't wash our dirty, you know, linen in public. So people are dying in their homes, and they wish they had somebody
silently,
to talk.
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. There are people, especially people in high places, like politicians, like pastors, like imams, like, I mean, people you barely assume that they would have issues.
I know.
Yes.
And this is why I find it very sad when you know, Archbishop Duncan Williams's issue, a lot of people, I mean, the Ghanaians are hypocrites, you know.
Sure.
We're human.
We are human.
And if that man has had problems in his previous marriage, I don't see why, you know, they would tag him as,
it would be very unfortunate for anybody to stand anywhere and accuse any of them.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's important we concentrate on our lives, that we don't fail. His life is an example to all of us.
Yeah.
You know, that man is a great man,
He
and
is.
I really respect and regard him. And then, so I think we should be careful how we discuss some of these issues. Don't go about blaming people. Just check your life. You know, check your life and make sure you don't fall where maybe a father fell. You know, so that you can also, you know, be on point. That people will look up to you and things like that.
Right.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so post-marital counseling, I'm sure, do you encourage it in your church?
Yes,
Do
I
you
talk about
have-
it.
Okay.
There are couples that come, of course, they walk into my office and we discuss issues in their homes, domestic issues,
Oh wow.
sexual issues,
Oh dear.
and financial issues.
How do they feel talking about sex in church?
Normally, of course, we are trained in a way in Ghana. So people prefer to talk about sex of course, in a private environment.
Right.
So when they walk to you in the office, that's when they get to talk about it.
Do they talk openly
Yeah.
to you about it?
Yeah, I've got a few
Really?
people, yes, that walked in there and said, also, I'm struggling.
Wow.
I'm struggling. I touch my wife, and I don't know what I mean she means. And then I call the wife, and the wife will come and she'll say, my libido these days of late is well, you better check your libido again. And that's because the man hasn't got any other person sleeping with but you. You know, and you need to understand that you got married to a man and not a woman.
Yeah.
Because men our sexual drive is crazy. It's no matter how much you pretend. Every man, even including the men in this studio.
Hey, cameraman. Hey, they say yeah.
We look like angels at work. We look like angels at our places of work and at churches and things like that. And yet, you know that sex is a need for a man.
Right.
So it's not a want. It's something a man needs in his life.
Wow.
So if you don't need it as a woman, you better check that aspect of your life, because for all you know, it will be the only thing keeping the home.
That will save a marriage.
Sure.
Sex.
Sure.
Whew.
I mean, it's statistics has given us that if you have frequent sex, of course, the bond between you and your fellow,
Right.
your partner, is cannot be broken.
Wow.
Sure. And then I was watching a documentary not too long ago about sex and marriage, and I heard if you have sex twice a day,
Hey, Pastor,
hardly would you
who
talk
has
about
that time?
hardly would you talk about divorce. Even if you have
Twice a day.
even if you
Who
have,
has
you
that
can do
energy?
It. No, there are people out there who can do it.
Wow.
Oh yes, sure.
They have that time.
Oh, you don't have that time.
No, I'm too busy. My husband would need to
So at least
Skype me.
you can have it once in a day, and then of course you are good to go. If you have sex once in a month in a marriage, it means you are heading to destruction.
Oh gosh.
I mean, the whole month you never slept together. The
Oh,
two of you
dear.
never had anything to do with yourselves, and then you are still living under one roof. You are heading to destruction. You better start checking that in your
Wow.
marriage. You know, at least, 4 in a week wouldn't be bad.
Hey, Pastor's prescriptions, not mine. We're taking a short break. When we come back, more of this post-marital counseling right here on Home Affairs. Don't go nowhere. Woo. Welcome back, everyone. And you do know that my hair is by Elite Hair Studios, right opposite the Texpo Market on the Spintex Road. You can't miss her. Eno will hook you up, and hopefully next week I'll have a new look, because I'm getting tired of this being blonde, you know. But blonde girls really do have fun. I'd like to say a very big thank you to Barbara Johnson for my outfit and GTP New Style for my fabric. Now, when it comes to all your events, doesn't matter what it is, even a business meeting, an interview or whatever, if you really want to look chic, the only fabric you should be buying is GTP New Style. The great news is that, ladies, when you wash it, it doesn't get old, it doesn't rip, it's just perfect. It's delicate though, but it's just authentic. When you want to look beautiful and stand out, make sure you're getting your GTP New Style for your outdoorings, your weddings, your engagements, whatever it is, any occasion. And trust me, you will not regret it. Anyway, we have Pastor Richard Boateng here in my studios, and we're having lots of fun. We're talking about post-marital counseling. I've learned a lot today. I hope you have too. We're activating the phone line so you can also, ask him any questions you want to. It's 0302-211-70124. That's 0302-211-70124. I've learned a lot. Like, when it comes to post-marital counseling, a lot of people, especially those who've been married for over 7 years, believe, oh, I'm experienced in this, so I'm good. I don't need someone to tell me how to run my, marriage. But when you can tell that the marriage is going downhill, is it okay for family members to step in and, suggest post-marital counseling?
I think it's important for every couple to understand that it is dangerous for you to be exposing your marriage to family members.
It is?
Yes, very dangerous. You need to look out for, except maybe the person is a professional counselor, somebody who all of you look up to and believe that he can speak into your life.
Right.
You know, in Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14, the Bible says that in the multitude of counselors, there's safety. And so if you want to be safe, you look out for people who are professionals.
Right.
Walk to your pastor.
Right.
And talk to him.
Pastors. All right. Priscilla from Winnipeg, good morning.
Hello, Malvi.
Hello, sweetie. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm blessed. Thank you. Thanks for joining us this morning. What do you have to add or ask?
Yeah, Malvi, say hello to Pastor for me. I just called in to share a little bit. Yes, I just called in to share a little bit concerned about your program.
Okay.
I'm going through similar problems, and I'm in the edge of losing my marriage just within this week.
What?
Malvi, it's not easy.
Oh, geez, you just made me get goosebumps. What's that about?
Sometimes, you know, really going through marriages, suffering with a man and stuff, and then later on he realizes he doesn't deserve you anymore, going through another relationship. Malvi, it's not easy.
Priscilla, what's going on? Talk to me. What is the problem?
Sometimes you really have to let it go.
Sorry? Priscilla? Hello? Sweetie, don't cry. You're going to make me cry.
It's a whole lot. Sometimes I say something. I believe I didn't go in for write something, you know.
Really? But you're married now. Do you know that? And so there's no turning back. You need to fight this. Whatever it is that you're going through, you need to fight it. And most of all, pray a lot. What is going on, though? Is he cheating? Is he hitting you?
Oh, Malvi, you sometimes have to let it go. You sometimes have to let it go.
What is the problem, though? What is going on, Prissy?
Yes. Yes, but Malvi, you know something? Sometimes when your husband is cheating and he kind of respects you, do whatever he's supposed to do, and other stuff, you have to take it easy. But not when he doesn't give you any respect. You see, he goes out in around 3 a.m. When he says something, he kind of say a whole lot to you, going through cesarean for him and other stuff. I think he doesn't deserve it.
Pastor, what do you have to say to?
I think Priscilla should... Priscilla, you have to take it easy, first of all. And also to...
I have to let him go.
It's unfortunate that's the only option on your mind right now. I'm not too sure how long you've been married, and then I'm not too sure of exactly what is going on with you and your husband. But what I can tell you is that look out for a counselor. Talk to somebody than to just come up with that option immediately. Maybe there can be help somewhere for you. So don't rush into that decision conclusion faster. You talk to somebody who can really help you.
Right.
I mean, any professional who can really talk into your life and direct you as to what to do from here.
Right. Priscilla, how long did you get to know each other before you got married?
Maybe for roughly 2 years.
2 years.
Sometimes guys, they won't let you know their real character unless you go into marriage with them.
Right. And did you see any signs of him, like, having multiple partners whilst you were dating?
No, 9.
Wow. Wow. Okay, well, you've made the decision already. I think you have to be adult about it and just go through it, Giving up is for losers, really.
All.
You can't give up, Prissy. Do you know what?
Not at all.
I believe that you are strong.
Sure.
Your voice alone, someone else would have just broken down. I'm here crying for you. But you seem strong. So I just want you to be prayerful and seek counseling like Pastor said. Don't give up because there's a child involved. There's enough broken homes in the world already. Don't be part of the statistics, okay? Please work it out. You can work it out, Priscilla. Trust me, and you'll be happy you did. Okay? I know it's not easy right now, but you need to calm down. I know you're angry, you're mad, right? You're mad that he's cheating because you're loyal to him. Isn't that right? Okay. We have Kay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm blessed. Thank you so much for calling.
Okay. First off, I want to say a very good morning to your cherished listeners and to Pastor Boateng. He's really been a blessing to me because I've been listening since I woke up this morning. Now, I am getting married in December.
Congratulations in advance.
Congrats.
Thank you, but for now, I really don't know if congratulations would be the right thing or the right word for me. Because I just realized that the woman I'm trying to, or I want to get married to, has been visiting her ex-boyfriend.
Oh, stop it. You're kidding me.
I mean, he has to stop the marriage immediately.
Yeah.
And this is a relationship we have been in for 2 years.
I see.
Okay, so I as of now I am very confused.
Okay, are you sexually active with her?
Yes, we are.
So what's she going back for?
I visit her all the time, and I ask if there's something I don't do, because I got the signal from a friend, and I questioned her, and she actually broke down in tears and told me it was the truth. And I've been trying to find out what exactly I don't do right.
Did you ask her?
I sit with her. We go out to the beach, we sit down, and I try to get what I don't do right, because I have witnessed a couple of friends go in and out of marriages, and I've always told myself I don't want to do that. So I speak to her, and as of now, trust me, I am very, very confused.
I can imagine.
I read a book that told me or taught me a whole lot, and I realized that falling in love with someone, the criteria has to be 10% falling in love with the vital statistics, and then 90% of the person's heart. So that if the person's body changes during childbirth, you are still able to love the person, because you didn't love the person's physique, you loved the person's heart.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something I have trained myself to do, and I am very confused as of now. We've done like 95% of operations, and I really don't know as of now.
Okay, Pastor, this one I'm confused myself.
Because you are sexually active with her already, of course you'll be having issues with trust with her when you marry her. That's because if you can sleep with her before marriage, she'll always be suspecting that you can do that with other women, and so you need to be helped in that area. The next thing is that once she's also maybe sleeping with another person,
oh Lord,
who happens to be the ex-boyfriend, I suggest you stop this thing immediately. Yes, you call it quit, and that is because if you marry, it is possible the same thing will happen. I tell people that a lizard in Ghana will not be a crocodile in China, which means that if you transport a lizard from Ghana to China, I mean, the value is the same.
Yeah. So it's good that he's actually found out early, isn't it? Because you don't want to marry and then find out that your wife is going back to her ex. That's the most gross thing that could happen to anybody.
You know, a lot of people find it very difficult to stop talking to their exes. Even
why? That's why listen, girls, the reason why he's your ex is because he does not belong in your present. What are you talking about? Your past should be left in the past. Deal with the present. This man is ready to put a ring on your finger and you are going back? What is wrong with you? Okay? I think you guys need to sit down and trash this out. I don't know how you feel about her, because when it comes to love, you can't really interfere. People, switch on you when...
Do you know what love is?
Well, it's relative to everybody, isn't it?
At a point, you realize that it's a decision.
Right.
It's a choice you made.
Right.
And then you have to stick to that choice.
Right.
So love is a decision you make.
Yeah, so you love the person, so you have to take every thing that comes with the person. So the cheating, the lying...
So the package you are taking now.
Oh, hell no. I don't agree with that.
No, what I'm saying is that the package of the lady, if you take it now into the marriage,
it will continue.
Hello, Mobi.
Yes, Kay.
Hello, Mobi.
Sweetie, I'm listening to you.
Yes, what I want to ask Pastor is, is it not better to let it go now, even though it is very difficult, because I I have done everything possible to stay very, very faithful.
So you think I think he thinks because, you know, they've done the engagements, they've, you know, both families know each other, they've set the dates. So to him, Kay, you're feeling like
I don't think they've done the engagement.
Oh, they
I
haven't?
mean, they've bought.
They haven't done the engagement.
Oh, okay.
And so I think you should let it go, even though it is difficult.
We were almost through with we bought everything. We've met the family.
It doesn't matter.
My family and all, and it's really very difficult for me. Not because we bought everything, but the fact that I have nurtured this feeling and I have trained myself to love she alone.
Okay, so do you want to continue with the marriage? I mean, you know, go ahead with the marriage and then still, you know, you train yourself to love a woman who does not appreciate your effort of, you know, love?
He will die alone.
Is that what you want?
No, so now I'm really very
I know. I wish we could have tea and talk with you, because seriously, you need people to talk to you right now. That's what you need. You need premarital counseling at this point to make a decision, because we can't make this, you know, the decision for you. But I wish that you make the right one. Okay? I will pray for you, Kay. I will.
Thank you, Movi.
All right. We have Na on the line. So sorry for keeping you on the line so long. Na, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Please speak up for us, and what's your input this morning? Hello, Na?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, please go ahead. Oh, boy.
Oh, I just want to ask a question.
Okay, go ahead.
I wonder if it's okay to watch like porn or stuff that can get you into the mood before you start up with your partner.
Hey, Rising and Pastor, I will talk this one over to you. Hey,
I mean,
Kim Kardashian.
This is interesting. What is it? Why do you need a porn? Must you need somebody, you know, sleeping with another person before you can engage your partner? Now he's gone, but I think you should be, I'm not too certain it's healthy for you, you know, when it comes to pornography and marriage. That's because if you're a Christian, then you'll be sleeping with two people at the same time.
But Pastor, do you know what? I think we have just basically ruined the purpose of pornographic material. I believe that in the olden days, it was for married people to, you know, basically guide them sexually to please their partners. But now they're introducing all kinds of, you know, disgusting, you know, porn that's influencing the youth in a very bad way. I believe that sex is a, you know, intimate thing, and it takes two to make it happen. So why do you need to?
I mean, people can be educated on sex.
Yes,
you know,
I think it's great.
And
sex
then,
education
you
is
know,
great.
It's good, but of course, with what is happening today, you can imagine, it's not too healthy for us as married people, and so we need to check that. You know, we need to check that. If you need sexual education, there are several other ways with which you can be educated.
Right.
You know, because if you're not careful, you can be addicted to porn also.
Yeah.
That can be dangerous for you. Anybody who is into pornography will cheat.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, they might not have a third party, but they could also, you know, fantasize about that role in that porn. And you
know
see,
that already.
If I can't turn my husband on, then what's the point of being there in the first place? If you cannot turn if he needs porn to, you know, make love to you, then obviously there's something wrong with you. I don't know, but there must be something very wrong.
Sure.
Now, post-marital counseling is a very important thing. I think we should, you know, incorporate into our lifestyles, especially if you're married. But what do you have to say to, you know, married couples like Priscilla and, you know, Kay, who is soon to be married? What is the key thing to, you know and basically make a decision on to say, okay, we're going, you know, for the long haul, and so we're in it. And these are the steps that we have to take.
I think we determination.
Right.
You have to be determined to make sure that this marriage does not break. Because of that, you have to go for the post-marital counseling. You know, I know we don't talk about it most of the times in our churches, but once in a while, walk to your pastor and tell your pastor you want to schedule an appointment with him.
Right.
That's because normally we get busy, you know, with other stuff and things like that. And if you're concerned about your home, pastor may not be may not know what is happening in your house. So you have to be determined to make sure there is a therapy for you.
Right.
And so that's just about it.
Right. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Welcome.
You've been amazing, man.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, but I wish we could have a part 2 of this because I'm not done with my questions, you know, but we really need to, you know, make sure that people who are, we're going to do it actually. So next week we're doing part 2 of post-marital counseling. I'm very, very excited about this because I know it's going to save a lot of marriages and it's going to, you know, pull out people like Kay in bad situations who are basically about to make bad choices. You know, marriage should be beautiful. It should be between 2 people who love each other to bits. 2 people who respect each other. When you love someone or respect them, you don't cheat on them, do you? Well, many thanks to GTP New Style. Many thanks to Elite Hair Studios for my hair and nails on a weekly basis. Many thanks to Barbara Johnson, also on the Spintex Road, for my outfit. I really love it. I want to say, till next time, take care of each other. Please spread love. Love is a good bug. In fact, be infected with it right now. Have a wonderful weekend. My name is Movi the Motivator. Shalom, peace. I'm out.
This week on Inspired by Women. I didn't get there by wishing for it or hoping for it, but by working for it. Estee Lauder.